then Jaden. I will be going to his school tomorrow because me want to see the little boy here. Me want to scare him till he piss up himself. Because hey guys, hello, what's up, what's poppin'? It's a real as y'all already know, and I'm back again with another story time. This time is going to be about the time I got bullied from the 3rd grade in primary school straight up to the 8th grade in high school. I've been traveling since I was 3 years old, and this one summer I stayed my mother lived overseas, and for one summer I stayed from June straight up until mid-September, and school started the 1st week of September. So when I came back down mid-September, I was behind in school because, like I said, school already started. I came back down in grades and a whole lot of beads, and it was colorful beads, which is not allowed in school. But being that my aunt, which was my guardian at the time, which is still my guardian actually, told my principal about the whole situation about me coming down late. So the first 2 days of school I'll be still wearing my beads and my braids. But this one night when I got back down, I took out the beads before I actually went to school. The first day I went back to school, I come into the class. Immediately a lot of people came towards me and was like, "Sarfina, come back, blah 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 blah." You know, kids were talking about sweetie. Actually never carrying a sweetie for nobody. So come back down, start school, go school today. Wasn't in a uniform because my uniforms weren't ready yet. You know, so everybody expect me to look decked out, but it was for me a shirt and some jeans pants. So that's what I wore to school. So everybody, when I got there, everybody was like happy to see me and talking about my braids, and as much as the conversation went for kids, you know. And then there's just this one particular girl. Her name started with S, so I'm gonna say she named Susie. Yeah, so I said Susie was in the back of the class. She was one of those kids who didn't pay attention in class. She's always talking about somebody. She got the attention of the whole class by saying, "But you don't even look good." Like, woo! And even then, I had pride and ego that is so far beyond me because I'm a farhead. I mean, it was like, okay, boy, you can go foreign. Probably not the best choice of words. The whole class was laughing and blah, which in my book I felt bad about it. I'm not the type of person who wants to humiliate people. So I apologize to her for saying that, blah. That's the day she started to bully me. When I went to her at lunch and I told her, sorry, I apologize to you, so that I may ask her if she wants to be my friend. She said yes, she wanted to be my friend. But as soon as lunch was up and we went back into class, she stood up at the front of the class to talk about Sarfi and I begged to be my friend, and because she knows her clothes don't look good and she got foreign and can't buy clothes. And here comes my ego again, being like, after me I try to be nice to you because you don't have nothing, y'all come go on. So again, not the best choice of words, and is that like trigger something in other girl. And she threw her pencil case in my head to my head when I turned around. I don't remember what I was doing, but I turned around. I think I was talking to somebody. So I turned around and she threw a pencil case on my head and everybody started laughing. And like for like the next couple months, she kept throwing things at me, calling me names. tell me about mother, tell me about father. So fast forward to grade 6. No. Susie and a friend of mine became friends, and then they started to get closer than my friend and I. So me started just and I asked my friend how she would be friend with girl who used to do all them stuff to me, and she knew those stuff, even though my friend was new to the school, but she knew all those stuff that happened because I told her. That new girl was my only friend, but then she linked it with Susie, and she and Susie started to bully me again. Like, you know, the whole grade 5, it was cordial, nothing happened, no bullying happened, it was all nice. Then all of a sudden grade 6 come, the one friend that I had in grade 6, the first semester in grade 6 actually. So my friend and her became close, which technically is not my friend. So a girl I used to know became friends with Susie, and then they both started to bully me. Last semester in a primary school, me and those are good girls, we all became close. And me and this particular girl was in a competition to see who the brightest over we get valedictorian for graduation, blah, blah, blah. So like a week before our graduation, we call her Wyoming. Me and Wyoming, which was a girl in the clique of me and the other 5 girls. Yes, me and Wyoming hit it off because it became a competition to see who could I get this or who could I get that. Unfortunately, she won all the competitions, which made me angry. And then the one thing I've always been good at was drama and dancing. So we were in a festival together in primary school, which is a competition between schools. You dance and you act out skits and stuff like that. So anyways, we were in the festival together, and I got the lead role, and she was salty about it. The week before our graduation, she was salty about it, and then we both joined another group for sign language for our graduation where we would perform. I also got the lead for that as well. So she was like, you can only get lead in things where you have to move your body because that's all you're good for. And I was like, me not understand this girl. Like, if me and your friend, yes, we had a little competition and blah blah in school about schoolwork, which I think is friendly competition. Oh, y'all get upset about silly foolishness like that. So now Susie and my old friend and Wyoming became close. And the week before graduation, me and Wyoming had an argument about the sign language because apparently I was trying to correct her and Ashmir and she, oh, it's foolishness. If you if me have confrontation, it's gonna be hands. I'm not gonna argue with you. So she came up on my face and I pushed her out because she was like this close to me and that's my space. So I'm gonna push her off, right? This girl stormed off, got to our friend, which was also in the clique that I was a part of, friends, and that friend, her name, what am I gonna say? Let's say she named Aisha. So Aisha went into her school bag and she gave Wyoming a pencil case, and in the pencil case was a geometry set. And everybody knows the sharp things in the geometry set you use to stick in the book and draw a circle. Yes, that's what Wyoming took out of the geometry set, and she came back to fight me with it. So she stopped off on the right, and then just hear the Aisha, is that what you said? Aisha, you said? Or Iowa? Anyway, Aisha, Iowa, will give her the pencil case, came running out screaming, fight, fight, fight. Here comes Susie and my old friend now saying, yes, Wyoming, beat the girl. A long time she had talk and I show words. So me turn around and look on her like, and then same time Wyoming come towards me. So me, the 1 split second, me turn around and look on Susie. Wyoming grab me here, turn around, hold her by her shorts. Then I reach for my next arm reach for my shoes. And I get about 3 bucks out of my shoes. She dropped the geometry, something they pointed something out the geometry said, me take it up and then I stab her like 2-3 times with it. Because alright, me again, if you are in a confrontation with me, I'm not gonna argue with you. If you want to hit me, I'm going to fight you. In real life, say now stop fight till I draw blood. That's how I am in a fight. Okay, so that happened and the principal came and he parted us while I was on top of her, still punching in her face, I think. And then the next day we were called to the principal's office and the principal was saying that we're now graduated from primary school because we're too unruly. But remember the competition we were talking about? Yeah, she was the valedictorian, so she got to graduate, and that caused a problem with me because because you're a valedictorian, she get to graduate. How comes we can't graduate? So that caused the whole thing. So we both got to graduate. So anyways, the day after the principal's office appointment, the girl Susie came up to me at lunch and she was like, "Me never know say can I fight? Wow, I miss you, my best friend." I was like, best friend? And just because I said to the girl, say, "Me and a friend, what kind of friend you be?" She walked off and she went back to my old friend. I'm gonna give the girl a name. I'm gonna give her one name. I'm gonna say Clorox. So Susie went back to Clorox and she was telling Clorox about, oh, I tell her about her mother. So Susie and Clorox both came up to me after I'm done said to Susie something I want to be her friend. Them basically tell me so much things will hurt my feelings. I started crying. I cried right. I was sitting there, the two at one stand up here, and I started crying because them hurt my feelings. I've always been a fat person, and which is something now that I'm struggling, and I'm kind of insecure about it. And they were just fat shaming me like, "You're so big," and then call me Miss Piggy for like the whole week left before graduation. Like it was the last week of primary school, and them call me Miss Piggy. Them call me so much names in the book. It was disgusting. It broke me. Unfortunately, me and Susie ended up at the same school, same high school. We ended up at the same high school, and we both went to summer school for the next grade, which would be grade 7. So summer school ended. I have my friends going into high school now, my new friends going into high school now. Grade 7 come around. Second semester in grade 7, me end up in a Spanish, which was the same Spanish group that Susie was in. Her Spanish teacher didn't come to school, and Susie and the boy who were in a relationship, I think, were in an argument, and tell her about her mother. And being the person that I am, I said to the boy, I said, "That's not me, cuss him up." I said, "I don't say you talk to me, blah blah, cuss him up, blah blah." And Susie turned around and looked at me and said, "Mind your business." Can't forget. Two or 3 weeks later after that incident, Susie came back in a Spanish class again, because it's the only class we had together, Spanish class. Susie came in the class, and me don't know if her face was swollen. I think, you know, like when you cry and you cry so hard till like your face swell, that's how her face looked. So she came in the class and she cried again, being the idiot that I am. I asked her what's wrong with her, and she said to me, say, bees sting her. I think it's bees, something like that. Some bug or something caused her face to look like that. So I said, well, oh, I just got to your boyfriend, and my girl shouts out, "Me never tell her to mind your business." I said to her, say, I shout back off her, and I say, "Don't talk to me like that, you're not mother." And then I walk off. Just as me I walk off, she threw her book on my head. which brought up all the memories of her in primary school throwing things at me and calling me fat and stuff like that. That same book that she threw at my head, I took it up and I went over to her desk and I put the book on her desk calmly. Then I leaned towards her. I'm gonna tell her to don't do it again. Very calmly. Very calmly. Very calmer than how I am right now. But just put it on her desk and say don't do it again. Right as I sit down in my seat, booming at my head, one school bag with a million book in it. So I said, okay, so she not learn. So I get up, I take out the bag, I carry it go to her, put it on her desk, then I hold her head and lick it into the wall. Which, looking at it now, I could have killed her, but at that particular moment, I was over it. I'm go back on my seat, I'm sit down. She get up and she come towards me, holding her head like she had tried. I don't know what she had tried, but she hold her head and she come towards me and I get up out of my seat. I'm gonna push her up on the ground because I wasn't gonna fight with anybody. So push her up on the ground and at the same time, just as me push her up on the ground, the teacher walking out of the class. Tell me no, the foolishness that. So the teacher walking out of the class and she was like, Tamina, I can't believe that's you. The teacher came and got the guidance counselor and I tell her what happened, so I didn't get in trouble. Susie did. So that was Susie's first strike, and then she ended up in this thing what we call the uniform, which in grade 7 and 8 the uniform was a big dress. If you disrespect a teacher, it's black, and if you fight in school it was burgundy, and she ended up in the burgundy uniform. I didn't, because I just retaliated. I wasn't, and everybody in the class actually backed me up, and to this day I'm so glad I was in that class, because most people wouldn't back you up for them. Something. Grade 8 come now. All that incident passed. I changed from Spanish to French, so I wasn't in the same class as her anymore. I avoided her at all times. We had different friends within a run of same circle, so I didn't really see her. In my opinion, I didn't even remember she existed. But in a different vocations and stuff like that. I was in clothing and textile, and she was in foods. But this, like the two doors here, so this is a door and this is a door. This is the clothing and textile, this is the foods room, right? So sometimes the class intertwine, especially when like my teacher come or film teacher come and the classes combined. Sometimes, not all the time. So one day my teacher didn't come, so our classes combined. We all went to, because the classrooms were small and they couldn't occupy all of us. We went upstairs to an empty classroom and the teacher taught the class there. And my class, we got handouts because again we didn't do clothing and textile, then that do food, so it's two different subjects. So we get handouts that our teacher didn't let that teacher, but the teacher didn't want to watch all of it and make sure so we cause destruction to the school, so we were all in one class upstairs. So upstairs now the teacher, their teacher, their food teacher, I think went either downstairs to the office to print. We don't know what she did, but she came out of the class for like one good half an hour, which would be all of the class, because she did in the class when she go the handout and she write the work on the board for the food students, and then she go out of the class, and after that she come back to one class done. So within those couple of minutes, well 20 minutes, I don't know, 20 minutes, fight broke within a them food class, which guess who it was Susie. Because she was in the back of the class and I was sitting at the front of the class, I didn't notice her. So Susie and one boy I fight. And she take up one chair and she threw it off of the boy, and it fly right over me. It fly right over me. And so immediately, just bear in mind everything was happening at grade 7. So immediately I thought she was throwing it at me. Never realized that she had one boy in a fight. So me get up. I get up and I say, "You can dance, girl. You can dance, girl." And so then she turned her attention to me, and then the whole class started laugh off of me actually, because Me never must have find that bad because me don't pay attention to my handout. Me don't pay attention to my handout. So anyways, when I said that, the whole class started laugh, and then when I turned and realized it reached right, it licked the boy and side, so I realized oh she was actually aimed for me. So I sit down back, and then she come to me, cheese and face. But just stand up. I'm gonna stand up, she back. And then she walk out of the class, and then the boy walk up behind her, and then them start fight on the balcony. But anyways, that was like, that's the last interaction we had that was bad. It was just a story of the time I was bullied from 3rd grade to 8th grade. Now, I want to talk about my little brother being bullied in school. My little brother is currently going to the same primary school that I went to when I was in primary school. And he keeps getting bullied from kids in his class. So like this story came back to me because today he came home and with a big crawl. You know when somebody crawls on their face like this? He came home and his face was swollen with a crawl right here. And I asked him what happened, and he told him to say one boy asked him for him lunch, and him saying not giving it to him. So he waited till after school when Jaden's class was over, and him walk up to him and him grab him like 2-3 times. This boy is bigger than Jaden. They're in the same grade, but he's bigger. I went through something similar, but don't want my little brother to go through it. Like, it hurts, bro. It really kills your self-esteem, and me don't want my little brother to go through the same thing I'm going through. So probably so that is basically why the story came up to me, and I started to film immediately. More of the story, bullying is not cool, it's not fun, and to the people out there who are still getting bullied, it gets better. Me not gonna say fight back because that not gonna really solve anything, but just, I don't even know how to say this, but like, if you're being bullied out there, it gets better. Don't keep it bottled up. Tell a teacher, tell your guardian, your parents, tell your guidance counselor, tell the principal. If nothing now come out of it, beg your parents to change it from that school. Everybody gets bullied one way or another. It's just how you handle the situation can actually make a difference. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wow, that ended so depressing. Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back. Bring back up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified when I post another video. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on all my social media, links will be down below in my description. So y'all know I'm Sarafina, and y'all know that Sarafina loves y'all. So see you guys next video. I love you. Bye. I know y'all probably wondering, why does she have duct tape on her finger? Well, I broke a nail, so story ended. I broke a nail, don't have a band-aid, so I used duct tape. Sue me.